Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading for January 9th to the 15th. This is for Scorpio Sun and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to your reading to get very detailed. And the reason I do this, Scorpio, I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, tarot and astrology have gone hand in hand for centuries. In fact, astrology has been around for thousands of years, right? Tarot came out in the 14th century, and, oh, look at that. Hey, that's a great sign. The Wheel of Fortune, the card of luck, that's amazing that flipped over. If it comes up in your spread, then wow, that's a big sign, and we will talk about it. But what I was saying is every tarot card is assigned an astrological element or alignment or, ruling planet. Listen, we go really deep when we involve the two. Now, Scorpio, this week, I want you to know, and you're going to be very excited about this, that Mars is finally going direct, okay? Mars has been retrograde in your 8th house, as you know. Or maybe you don't know, so I'll tell you. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. You are going to feel so good, as if it's almost like if your life was a movie, there was someone was pressed the pause button on it, but the pause button was a little, it wasn't a full pause, it just made things go really slow, if that makes any sense. But you are going to start feeling it. Things are going to move fast for you in a huge way. All right, in a huge way. Now, the other thing is a lot of y'all are traveling, okay? Some of y'all, there's a lot of travel energy coming through, which I really love. We also know we had a full moon in Cancer recently, and that was in your 9th house. So there's a lot that's going on with y'all in terms of like mind expansion. The 9th house does rule spirituality and, coincidentally, long distance travel. So listen, when I say travel's a big thing. But let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, for the week of January 9th to the 15th. Again, this is for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising. Now, you will notice that my dog is with me, so I'm going to try to make the most of my table space here. And because it's hard to, you do not want to wake her up when she's sleeping. Secondly, I do, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It is what my clients prefer. If you want to book a private reading, you know where to find me. I also use this spread because it does give the best overview, okay? And I know it's really, complex and long, but, Scorpio and every sign out there, y'all deserve the best. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, Scorpio. I love what I see here. I love what I see. Listen, there's going to be, I want you to know things. When I said earlier, you're going to start, things are going to start moving forward, forward for you. I mean, we're talking big time. All right, so you got the Ace of Swords. All right, I want you to use that. Listen, this is the biggest sword in tarot, okay? Ace ushers in new change, new opportunity. Swords are the mental suit. This is having that mental breakthrough, okay? You've had it. It came up in your past. There's a moment that you had, almost like a moment of clarity, okay? A moment of truth, all right? Even choices. You could have had a choice, a decision to make, and it wasn't even a big deal for you, right? Like water off a duck's back, if that's the right expression. But, a lot of victory, success here. With great power, though, comes great responsibility. And remember, double-edged sword, all right? Double-edged sword, so using that power in the direction that you need to, all right? That helps fulfill not only intellectually, what you need to know moving forward, and what you know what's best for you moving forward, but actually applying that, okay? Now, look where it's brought us to the Page of Wands, all right? I really love this, okay? Page of Wands, by the way, listen, such a dreamer. Listen, the page of they usher in, just like the ace, they usher in new change, new beginnings. All right, they're pages, right? Think about flipping the next page of a book. Okay, now you can see him completely compelled by the wand here. The wand are passions, ideas, creativity, but also very, very enterprise work, career related. All right, now it, with this being in the heart of your spread, it seems like there's something new that you want to bring into your life. Okay, something that, like when you're window shopping and you're walking by, and then you just actually stop and do a double take, and you're like, actually, that is something that I know deep down in my heart that I want to buy. Kind of like that. But this is your passions, okay? So it's something new, something that's been like, you may have thought of, or maybe, for instance, Scorpios, maybe not, okay? But at the end of the day, bringing that into your reality. All right, again, this is in the heart of your spread. This is the heart. It's almost like the headline news of the week. Now, one thing I'm going to point out is he is in a desert landscape. This page has the power to turn that desert landscape, this barren landscape, into this lush verdant garden of all his passions. Okay, this is something that I want you to spend a lot of time focusing on this week. What is that thing that you really want to think of it as a spark? What do you want to take that spark into this blazing inferno of passion? There's going to be something, again, some Scorpios already know what it is, and some Scorpios take some time to think about that this week, okay? Something that's like really compelling, something new that you want to bring into your life. Now, you did get the Emperor in your challenge area, so that's what I was saying earlier. When you got the Ace of Swords in your past, with great power comes great responsibility. You do have this power, you have this intellectual power, okay? It's don't abuse it, right? When I say, and I'm not, saying that any of y'all are abusing your power, but when the Emperor comes up in the heart of your spread, he's not like the most, or I'm sorry, in your challenge area, he's not the most reliable at this point, right? And this is you, so I don't want you to, I want people to continue to trust you, and I still want you to be that person, that source of inspiration for those people around you, okay? Whether your friends or your family, I want, take that control, take that power, okay? But don't do it in a way where it's, making them raise an eyebrow at you, right? I know that sounds so strange, but, with the Emperor here in your challenge area, challenging the Page of Wands, we really, the Emperor is really powerful. He is the ruler of tarot, right? So again, we want to use that power to fuel this, all right? To fuel this, all right? So using that sword as well, that intellect, into making this a reality, this new passion, this new idea, this creativity, or even beginning a new job, right? A new job, working with that. Now, you did get the Six of Cups in your crown. Listen, hey, this is one of my favorite cards, actually. This is all about sharing. This is all about, there's so much joy in this card, but there's also a lot of comfort and security. It is the biggest house in tarot, which offers that. But with Mercury currently retrograde, by the way, the one benefits of Mercury retrograde is a lot of people from our past come back, and there's always a reason for that. We always bump into people from the past, okay? And we also return to things that brought us joy, things that, maybe a project that we were working on. But this has come up in your crown, and this is a card of nostalgia as well. So this is something that you're thinking about. 6 is the heart of the tree of life, okay? It's harmony, and I love that this is, in your crown, all right? So I don't want you to be so, moving forward, I want you to feel not so serious, if that makes any sense, right? I want you to just live and love life right now, all right? Especially with the Emperor in your challenge area. And, this is, also just tapping into your inner child, okay? And it came up in your crown, so it seems like that it's what you want, because, boom, you got the Eight of Swords in the root of your spread. So there's a lot happening up here, okay? a lot happening up here, and it does have a lot to do with, a lot of this. For some Scorpios, there's, this new direction, right? A lot of y'all could have started new jobs, you could have started new relationships, you could have started new side gigs, or it might be on your mind right now, okay? But again, I don't want you to, that power you have, use it as a force of good and use it to fuel, the dreams that you want to manifest for yourself, because with the Eight of Swords coming up in the root of your spread, it's just indicating that you may be in your head a little bit, all right? To a point where it's causing a little distress and fear, and a lot of it is the message that's coming through is just more of it's just about your future, okay? About what's going to happen in the future. But here's the thing: you can see that she's blindfolded. We call this a self-victim card. She put herself there, okay? And she thinks that she did build, a fortress, okay, to protect her with these swords. But the reality is, she built a prison, okay? Prisoner of her thoughts, right? So when you're blindfolded, when you're bound like that, you're literally out of touch when you're bound like that, but you're forcing yourself to not see anything, okay? So the good news is, you see her feet are not bound. You can get out of this. You can walk out of this, all right? So again, a lot of this is, remember, with these swords all up here with the Emperor in your challenge area, it's that power. Use the power that you have toward something, toward the Page of Wands, all right? Toward your passions and your ideas and goals. And it, with Mars going direct in the 8th house, which is death and rebirth, okay? Scorpio, you rule the 8th house. Remember that, all right? It's almost like a homecoming, especially with Mars finally going direct. The Mars is a planet of action. I mean, it's your planet. It's action, courage. It's just blazing forward now. So, you got the 10 of Swords in your future. So when I say death and rebirth, it's almost like some of y'all want to burn it down, build it up, okay? In terms of something that may have not been working out, or something that has been causing all this stress for you, even just really impacting your mental health at this point, all right? You do see that he is completely pierced by 10 swords, all right? Piercing him. And it's swords are the mental suit. Remember that, all right? So all up here, and this is, a grim looking card. I'm not going to lie. It's it's stress, it's burden, it's burnout, it's feeling like you can't go on anymore. It's feeling like, there's betrayal, right? Backstabbing. There's a lot that's happening here. A lot that's happening here. A lot that's happening up here for you, Scorpio. All right, but here's the good news: 10 is the end of the cycle, okay? So everything that you may be experiencing that may be causing a lot of this, feeling just a little overwhelmed in the head, it's going to end, because this is a card of dawn, okay? This is the new dawn. These dark clouds are actually clearing to let the sun come through. The hand, look at his hand. It's the same hand gesture as the Hierophant. Also, the man in the Six of Pentacles, which is generosity and gratitude. So, when I say death and rebirth, this is rebirth energy, and this is coming in your future. All right? So, all of this, as long as you use that power that you have as a force of good and moving it toward this new beginning, right? The page, all about that newness. You're fine, Scorpio. Now, let's get to your stuff, Scorpio. I love you so much. I really love my Scorpios. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, and leave comments. I love comments. I love hearing from you, okay? And if you're not a commenter, I love emojis. I actually, when I get those emojis, the really random ones, it always makes me smile. So you're amazing. Listen, Scorpio, if you're also, if you're a subscriber, I love you so much. I know some of y'all have been with me since I started this channel in, last summer. So I really appreciate it. You really do make my day. Thanks so much. Thanks for being here. Okay, Scorpio, looking at your stuff. This is really, wow. All right. Yep. Get ready, Scorpio. From the very beginning of me talking, We're coming full circle here, okay? You did get the 201s, okay? You got the 201s. Listen, you have this great idea. You have this great vision. Listen, he's standing at the highest point of the castle. He has this amazing view. Great perspective. You see the globe in his hand, okay? So, for a lot of y'all know what you want. You have this vision, okay? You have this vision. Now, connect it with the Page of Wands, okay? Bring that to life. Remember what I said. Turn that barren landscape into this blazing inferno of your passions, this verdant garden of, abundance. You can do that, all right? So, start planning it, all right? Nothing can hold you back, especially because you got the World. Now, you got the World right next to the Ten of Swords. The World is the end of the major arcana, all right? So these are cycles. Like, we go through cycles in life, okay? And listen, change is the only constant in life, and there's going to be a lot of change this week, all right? Who is that? Heraclitus? Change is the only constant that we in life. Anyway, Greek philosopher. Anyway, listen, the World, Scorpio, two things I'm going to point out. We've come to the end of this journey, okay? You're starting a new journey. Remember what I said, rebirth. Mars going direct in the 8th house, death and rebirth, all right? You are literally starting this new journey. Okay, this came in your external factors area. Secondly, you can see the four corners of the universe here, the four corners of the world, each with a fixed sign. That's a lot of stability, okay? You're here, Scorpio. You are a fixed sign, all right? And so this resonates even more for you. And now, remember what I said about rebirth energy right next to the World. Get ready. Get ready. Something new is coming through in the heart of your spread. Something new is coming through, and it's going to be the best thing for you. And I love that. Now, you did get the Hierophant ruled by Taurus. Now, listen, here's the great thing. Remember what I said here earlier about the World with that stability. That is the Hierophant. He's all about structure, all about stability, but also he has that deep sacred knowledge, that deep sacred wisdom, all right? He is that religious figure. Think of the Pope, right? This is honestly, Scorpio, with that full moon in Cancer that we had recently, a few days ago, that was, like I said, in your 9th house of spirituality, all right? So it looks like you're looking for that, all right? You're on this quest to find that deep sacred knowledge and wisdom, and you are going to find it, okay? And for a lot of Scorpios, y'all are the ones that's going to spread it, okay? Y'all are going to be the ones that you are in this position where people listen to you, all right? And you're powerful, you're influential, all right? So, hey, don't let anything stop you now. You're on this, brand new path. Now, interestingly, you got the 7 of Pentacles, okay? Remember, you got the 2 of Wands here. So, this is your final outcome, all right, Scorpio? So, listen, clear as day, you've worked really hard to get to this point. Clear as day. Remember, death and rebirth. You're about to start this brand new chapter, this brand new era, all right? This brand new journey. Now, your final outcome. You've worked really hard to get to this point. Time to make a decision. Time to make that decision. Are you on the right path? Is the path you're on worth it? Okay? Clearly you've worked really hard, and don't take for granted. I mean, you've earned this. This is blood, sweat, tears to get where you're at. He's taking a little break, all right? He's taking a little break. In that little break, it's a good time to question, am I on the right path? Do I want to continue down the path I'm on? Or is there something else there for me? Okay? This is, investments are a big thing too. Listen, that's going to resonate for a lot of Scorpios because the 8th house is other people's money as well. Remember, Mars is going direct, all right? And you rule the 8th house, and the 8th house is other people's money. So investment will be something that you're going to have to think about at this point. But think about your path, all right? Your life path. Now, I'm not saying any Scorpio is on the wrong path. I'm saying that this is a good time to question, there's something new that I want to bring in my life because you're about to end one chapter and you're starting this brand new journey, as indicated with the Ten of Swords, the World, and the Page of Wands in the heart of your spread. Okay? Now, here's the thing again, not telling anyone that they're on the wrong path. Okay? I'm saying it's just a good time to question it. And if you're on the right path, if you decide, yeah, this is exactly what I want to do, then great. Good for you. Now, it's a good time to elevate that, all right? It's a good time, like, let's say, for instance, you've been, at the same job for 5 years. Maybe now is the time to ask for a bigger job title. Maybe now's the time to ask for a raise. Maybe now you can start your own company with all that knowledge you have, right? So it's all about that ascension, okay? Taking it to the next level, all right? But Scorpio, this is a really big week for you. This is a really big week. A lot of new beginnings. Not even a lot. I mean, like, the new beginning, a new journey, all right? So, Scorpio, I love you. Love you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.